At ease, brothers. I am soul. Man, I wanted to wait until I got home to make this video, man, but I want to talk about it while it was fresh on my mind, man. Me and one of my day ones just got done texting back and forth for the last 20, 30 minutes, talking about some heavy stuff, man. And brother was just pretty much saying, like I'm ready to step into my power, man. I'm ready I'm ready to break generational curses. I'm ready to do all this stuff, right? And he was just saying, like, what's the first step I need to take, right? Really what he was asking me was, like, how do I step into my power? A way I would rephrase that is how does a man begin to crack the code, or begin to crack the infrastructure or the framework of this matrix, man? And I'm telling you that's simply a man identifying and understanding his power. And the reason I say power, man, is because power is something that most men don't seek. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of us are seeking the money, the cars, the clothes, the women, the bag, whatever, success. We're seeking all these things, and I'm telling you, brother, these things are good. These things are good to seek, but you have to understand that all these things, all these trinkets, all these gadgets, they fall up under a man finding his power, man. And I'm telling you, man, you brothers that are like, especially you brothers that are like, 20, 25, I'm telling you, I'm about to knock about 15, maybe even 20 years off of your life's journey of finding that thing. But because most guys spend about 10, 15 plus years, searching for power in things. And once they get to the place where they understand that things are empty, then they finally start looking for that true essence, man, that true power in life, brothers. So I'm telling you, man, power is over everything, man. So the first thing is understanding that, brothers. But the first step, man, most brothers say, when it's time to, find higher levels of enlightenment, when it's time to, just grow spiritually, most brothers think that this energy is found in books, right? And I'm not gonna lie, man, you can read some books that will change your life. I mean, I talk about the works of Neville. I talk about the works of Napoleon. I talk about how much the master key system has impacted me. But brothers, I'm telling you that books can inspire you. Books can change the trajectory of your mission and put you on a brighter path, but they can't find that power that a man is going to eventually seek, right? You know what I'm saying? They won't do that. A lot of people think this power is found in religion, brother, but I'm telling you, it is not there. It's not in religion. This thing that man naturally seeks in life is not in religion, brother. I spent the majority of my life as a Christian. My father was a preacher, and I'd be lying if I didn't say that over the course of 20 plus years, I didn't extract pieces and nuggets of knowledge that could help me in life. Of course I did, brothers. Even in 2003, 2004, when I took my shahada, man, when I converted to Islam, brother, I brought some nuggets in life. I brought some things, some rituals that I still practice today that helped me. But I'm telling you that power that man seeks is not in religion, brothers. I know a lot of people think that, if you could just go to some, holy places on the globe, if you can go to the Vatican, if you can go to, some of the large mosque, in the Middle East, if you can go, on certain missions in life, that's not where power is, brother. I've walked around and walked up the pyramids. I've been on Table Mountain. I've been, certain places in Sedona and all these spiritual places, but these places aren't where power is, man. Like that's not where you're going to tap in, brother. I'm telling you, power. The first step to finding power, brothers, is this, man. And I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna step on a lot of your toes, man. But y'all say, hey, so well, why don't you have the God talk no more, man? Well, this is the God talk, brother. Like this is what I've reserved for the power circle, for the brothers in the power circle. But today we're gonna have some God talk on the tube, man. The first step of cracking that code, man, is unsubscribing to the scam of scams, brother. Unsubscribing to the scam that you have to do a certain thing, drink a certain thing, believe a certain person died for you, believe you have to pray certain times a day, any other things, that you have to do certain things to have eternal life or to have salvation, right? I'm telling you, brothers, this is the scam of all scams. Once you understand the whole mission behind this, this is the first nail you're putting in the matrix, man, to crack all codes, brothers. And I'm gonna say that again. Once you overcome, once you crack the code, once you understand that anybody that's pushing, going through a certain route to have eternal life or salvation is pumping BS down your throat, brother, you will start to gain a whole level of understanding that the majority of people don't understand and will never understand. You know what I'm saying? Like, we always talk, you know, we hear the little saying, people talking about, oh, I can sell ice to an Eskimo. You know, I can sell Bedouin to a sand to a Bedouin. But brothers, you don't understand that this world has sold eternal life to immortal beings. You know what I'm saying? They've managed to sell eternal life to a people, to a source of energy that can never die. How can you do that, brothers? How can you sell eternal life to something that has always existed and can never die? I'm telling you, it's a hoax, brother. And once you understand this, man, you're just now beginning to crack the code. Let's ponder on that, man. Ponder on the weight of that. Ponder on the majority of us grew up in certain establishments, certain religions, where we thought we had to do a certain thing, where fear was pumped down our throats. And all that was happening, man, is they were religion, pretty much. Certain religions, if not all, are simply monopolizing spirituality, or simply monopolizing our connection with source, or simply monopolizing that. Say, you know, if you don't come through us and our prophets and do these certain things, then you'll be you're destined to be in this fiery pit for the rest of your life. But imagine what's taking place. So to overcome this, man, to crack that code, you have to know two things, man. You have to first know who and what you are, and we're going to go into that. And second, you have to really define what heaven and hell is, right? So first off, man, the thing to debunk it, and I talk about this all the time, heaven and hell, knowing who you are, knowing what you're capable of. You know what I'm saying? If you really sit back and say, you know what, okay, who am I? What am I? You understand that, hey, you know what? Okay, what I really am is simply energy. I'm simply energy, again, that has always existed and can never die. And I'm made in the image and likeness of the ultimate source of energy, or God, or the all, or whatever you want to put a label on that. It really doesn't matter, right? Once you understand that, it begins, if you really think about that, it begins to discredit this whole salvation, this whole eternal life thing. It's like, how are you gonna sell me something that I am? You know what I'm saying? If I am that, how can you sell me something? But to really understand it, man, is to discredit this whole heaven and hell thing, man. You know, the whole streets of gold and mansions, you know, I don't even talk about that, but you have to ask yourself, this is what you have to ask yourself, and this is what I asked myself, right? I said, you know what? Let's say, you know, because what you have to understand first, man, is that heaven and hell is not a place. If heaven and hell is a thing, it's not a place. Heaven and hell is a state of mind, a state of being, right? Once you start to understand that, it begins to unravel all this stuff you've been taught all your life, right? So what I asked myself, brothers, I said, okay, let's say that heaven is a place. Let's say that heaven is a place that I go once I die, right? What do I want that place to look like? And I pondered on it. I said, do I want streets of gold? Do I want mansions? Do I want Cadillacs? Do I want 10 wives? Do I want all these things that people have sprinkled upon it, right? And I said, man, to be honest, bro, I don't want none of that stuff. Like when I leave this earth, I don't want none of those things. I could obtain those things right here on this planet. Why do I want to leave here just to get more of it or bigger portions of it? I said, that's not heaven to me, man. I said, when I leave this planet, all I want, man, I don't even have to be told, you know, good job, well done, whatever this stuff. All I want to do is reconnect with the source from which I came. In other words, I know that I am a fraction of the all. All I want to do, man, is connect back to that fraction and be a part of that all. Be one with it, to see everything from that point of view, man. That's all I want. And once that was my ultimate goal, brother, I said, now I'm starting to understand a lot of things, man. Now I'm starting. So that's what heaven, if we want to call it a place, would be like to me. And so to define hell, it would be the complete opposite. It will be the absence of that energy. It will be the absence of me, reconnecting with the all. And when I say heaven, hell is a statement, it's simply a state. Like, you can look at people's lives and say, you know what, are they living in heaven or are they living in hell? If you're waking up every single day and you're hating life, you're complaining about everything else, the people in your life ain't shit, your boss ain't shit, your health, everything about you, you hate going to, brother, you're living in hell. If you're waking up in misery, you're waking up in hell every day, man. You're waking up in hell, man. And if you're waking up every day and you're just joyous and you're grateful, man, you have gratitude, you're thankful for the good and quote unquote what most people call bad, because there's a learning lesson in it. If you're grateful for the people that you have in your life, if you're grateful for your husband and your wife and your kids and your family, I'm telling you, brother, that is a state of paradise. Is it the ultimate state? Of course not. The ultimate state is when we return to the place from where we come. But think about this. To even think about a post-life fiery pit, it doesn't match up, brothers. Because if we're saying that we're made in the image of the all, if we're made in the energy or source that created us, then it doesn't make sense. Because how many of you, brothers, would take your son or your daughter, right, and put any crime on them, any act of anything on them, right? How many of you brothers or sisters would still send them to some fiery pit for punishment? None of you would. Maybe one of y'all crazy jokers would. Maybe one of y'all, right? But real talk, nobody would, man. So if none of us would do that, then how can the source from which we came, that is greater, in all these areas for us, love and compassion and how can the source from which we can come be harsh on us than what we would be, man? It's impossible, man. It's a fear tactic. It's a fear tactic, for one, to monopolize spirituality, to gain financial, to get financial success off of weak-minded people. And it's just to keep you in a cage, brother. It's to keep you in a spiritual cage. Think about living your whole life. Think about living your whole life where all you can think about is, am I going to heaven or hell? Like everything you do, man. But do you understand what kind of sale that will put your mind in? You can't even step into a state of pure love thinking that there is an alternative of hell. You know what I'm saying? To even have a people to focus on a hell is to keep a people distracted. To even say that a hell exists, a fiery pit exists after you, is to keep people distracted, brothers. I'm telling you, man, it's a hoax. And if you want to step into your power, that's the first thing you have to crack, man. That's the first thing you have to crack, brother. Because think about this. Think about what life is. Think about what life is like, right? When those barriers are gone. Like I said, brother, you can fully submerge yourself in just love and happiness, and be like our Creator, man. And be like our Creator. Think about the walls of fear that fall down. Think about this, brothers. What I'm saying is this. This is what I'm saying, man. You have to understand. You really have to understand that the power that begins to come into your life, your mind, your body, your soul, when you understand that, one, you can never die, right? And two, there are no hurdles to jump to get back to the Creator. Like, by default, that's where we're going. Whatever you want to call that state is where we're going. We can't not go back to the source from which we come. Think about what life is like living like that, man. It's a completely different life. You're literally living in a state of power. You're literally living in a state of zero F's given, man. Coming from a place of love and 0 F's given. No one can pump fear down your throat. You know what I'm saying? And when I say that, like, brother, the majority of people are walking in fear. Even if they don't label it as that, they're walking in fear. They're walking in fear, brother. I'm telling you, it opens up all kinds of chambers in a man's life, right? So just to answer the brother's question, man, what we were talking about, man, like the first step, and I'm not talking about the first step of being enlightened, but to read a book, book a consultation with a few people, man, and you can get enlightened, you can get motivated, you can get all that stuff, but stepping into your power, cracking life's code, brother, you have to find that power. You have to find that power. And I don't care who you are, man. I don't care what your bank account looks, because you can find success. You can find happiness. You can find bad women. You can get the bad. You can have successful careers. Like I say, these all fall up under power. Some people can hit $1 billion and never find power. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna say that again, brother. You can be a trillionaire and still not have power. Like you have some people that are trillionaires, billionaires, multimillionaires, and still live in fear, just as much fear as the man that's homeless living up under a bridge. You know what I'm saying? Because they haven't tapped into. It goes back to what I talk about all the time in Master Key System. And I'm butchering it up, but when it says yes, a man can find all these things in life, he can win. I'm paraphrasing. He can win, he can get the bag, he can do all this stuff. But once a man finds power, it says all these other things just fall to the wayside, man. Once a man walks in power, brother, all these other things are default. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm saying it's normally reversed how we find it. That's why I'm saying I'm going to save a lot of you younger brothers 15, 20 years. Because all of us brothers, man, that didn't have anybody telling us this, we came out the block running. We tried to get the baddie, we might have wifed it. We tried to get a successful career. We try to get all this stuff. And I'm telling you, brothers, if you get all of these things, which are good, they're good to have, but if you get all of these things without having found power, that's when you say, you know what? Like this is empty, man. Like something is not right. Like I got the bag, man. I got the zeros in the bank. I got the thing in whatever in the garage. I got the tight chick in the kitchen, whatever. You can say, man, it still ain't what it is, brother. And I'm telling you, what you're really seeking is power, man. It's power, brothers. So hack the code, man. And it's hard, bro. It's hard. What I'm saying is hard. What I'm saying, there are very few people that walk this planet that will be able to accept that and walk in that energy. You know what I'm saying? When I say I am immortal, what I'm saying is I give 0 F's about this life, man. I mean, if I die today, if I die on my 100th birthday, it matters not to me. Because I'm tapped into something that doesn't even vibrate here. I'm tapped into eternal life. You know what I'm saying? And if somebody's trying to sell you that by saying, hey, drink this, eat the flesh of this, bow, prostrate this many times, they feeding you crap, brothers. They feeding you crap. Tell them Soul said it. Tell them come see me. We can talk about it. Because I'm telling you, brother, I'm telling you, it's full of crap, man. It's a restriction, man. It's simply an entity trying to monopolize spirituality. Simply trying to monopolize your path to the all. You know what I'm saying? It's real, brothers. It's a real deal. And I would love to just dive into this thing for the next freaking 7 hours of the day, man, till my battery dies. But I digress, man. It'll definitely be in the book. But yeah, find that power, brother. You find your power, brother, and all hurdles, all obstacles, all things simply fall to the wayside. I'm not saying this. I'm not saying that once you have this knowledge, it doesn't take work. Yeah. Faith without works is dead, man. It's just once you have this knowledge to walk in, man, there are no barriers, bro. Like I didn't start living my life until I understood this. Like I didn't start living life until I understood this, man. It's that serious, brothers. Find that power. Crack the code.